They milk roughly 700 cows at Goodview Dairy. One of the things that's very important to Jay is people.
Good morning. We were in Cambodia some years ago, a different organization. They were helping girls get out of sex trafficking by teaching them how to sew. And they got patterns from Australia, and then they were making their own garments the whole way through to the end, not just getting paid an hourly wage for doing one part. They could develop their own business that way. So that was pretty neat to see that in action. The one I thought was pretty interesting from a farming aspect was this lady, they gave her some money to start cricket farming. So she had beds in her house, like 2 sets of double beds, and they were cricket beds, and she started with eggs and raised crickets, and then when they were mature, they'd roast them and sell them like potato chips. And she had made $4,000 at that point, which was a lot in her setting. Yeah, just the value of what small business does. And that gets rid of the welfare mentality, like, for me, give me. Something Faye and I got involved with over the last few years, Hope International, and it's about giving micro loans to poor communities. A lot of times it's $100, $200 loans, and they get paid back in a year or two. It transforms community, and I just want you to think about that. We take a lot for granted, the value of business here, but when you get them to take out a loan, they got 10 people that are with them, they'll bear the responsibility. They like to attach them to a local church. One person raises chickens, another one vegetables, and pretty soon they create their own little economy, and it's transforming communities around the world that way, just by people starting with little businesses and how much that helps each other. Sooner or later, you're going to face tragedy in business or family or health. A couple examples, like when our special needs barn went down, and we had a silo go down, the community come together and help with that. That's just very humbling to see everybody come together and everybody there to support you. I have a story my wife said I should share. And so it goes back to 1993, and we were ice skating. She could skate faster backwards than I could forward. Our younger daughter, it was dark and come flying around, and she didn't see her coming and knocked her off guard, and she fell backwards on her head. She had such bad headaches. She was in bed, and she hadn't been that way that I ever seen her before. And this went on for 6 weeks. It just, I remember being in the barn and walking front and hanging onto the feed chute and saying, God, I don't have to farm if that you don't want me to. It's going to be hard with Faye like this if this stays and doesn't get better. That seemed to be a turning point. I mean, I recognized God and everything before that, but I gave the farming up to the Lord. After that, we had a prayer meeting together, an anointing service for Faye, and started getting better really fast. And we had some MRIs before and went for another MRI, and there was a tumor there before, and that was gone, and her headaches were leaving, and we stopped the medicine, and a week or two she was better. That's just like a pivotal point in my life. in recognizing God. And so I got one more thing I want to read. It's from a family member. They have business, Stouffer's of Kissel Hill down Lancaster Way. It's a big business now, but it started small. They gave this to me 30, 40 years ago. Don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when you're feeling low and the stress is high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when worries are getting you down a bit, by all means pray, and don't you quit. Success is failure turned inside out, God's hidden gift in the clouds of doubt. You never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So trust in the Lord when your heart is hit. It's when things go wrong that you must not quit. Thank you. I owe the success of our business to God, my wife, partner Faye, our family, employees, and community, and my wife Faye's back there with her dad,